purposes. One, that is we are doing a thrift flip, and if you enjoy DIY, then this is for your entertainment. But two, it serves as a reminder that self-care is an important component of enhancing your mental health. Now, there are different ways you can practice self-care, but the one I'll be demonstrating today is to partake in your hobbies, follow your interests, even if it's as little as 10 minutes a day. With all that being said, let's turn this little shirt here that my husband no longer wants into a makeup bag. And we had to take a quick break. So this is when you know that you're really in flow, that you're in the zone, you're enjoying what you do. Because I got really hungry and I don't want to eat, but I also don't want to lose 1 pound by the end of the day. I have an ectomorph body type. So basically, if I don't eat all the calories I need to eat, I will drop weight like crazy. I would say it's difficult for me to actually keep weight on. So I needed to pause, and I'm just gonna have some leftovers. It's a cauliflower pizza. I'm gonna have a quinoa salad and some asparagus. Just a bunch of random things, but that's what I need to do to try to gain weight. So I'm gonna eat this cauliflower pizza, and then we're gonna get back to the artwork. But I'm pretty happy with the way that it's turning out, even though it's just, a few pieces of squares at this point. But I feel like it's going to be very original, and I like that. So I'll see you in a bit. Little bummed that there wasn't enough of the other scrap fabric for the inside, but I think this is still going to work out. And then we have the fusible fleece, my little pull tab here, and now it's time to start sewing. To pin it like that because I don't want this to open up, but I have, let's see, the right side up, and then I have my zipper teeth down. I want to make sure that the zipper part is not going to be in the way when I sew. So we have something like that, and then I'm going to put my lining, and I'm going to put the lining face down like this. So I'm gonna straighten all this. I'm gonna clip it, make sure it's all even, clip together, and then take it to the sewing machine. Okay, so time for makeup bag number 2. Now I cut out strips just to make sure that it was the correct side. And then here's the other piece, and this is gonna be the outside fabric, and I really want it to look frayed. I wanted to have kind of a grunge look, a lot of fraying going on. You can see the contrast. I took off the pocket, so I'm real interested in seeing how this is gonna look. I'm gonna make sure the measurements are correct for both of these. Going to do the lining, and then I'm gonna get that fusible fleece and sew it all together. So you can see I have my outside pieces. Of course, I'm gonna have to clean all this up. I made a mistake there. And we have my inside lining. I'm not really happy with this lining, but I also just didn't want to buy new fabric for something. I just wanted to test out, have some fun. Also went to Joann's and I got myself a zipper. I think white will go pretty good with that. Then I'm gonna end up sewing it right down here with a lovely zipper foot probably. So now I have the second piece of my outside fabric on the bottom, and it's right side facing towards me. And then I have my zipper. Again, I'm gonna put the zipper or the teeth downwards. So we're just gonna go ahead and line everything up. Of course, I wanna make sure all my sides are lined up after I clip everything. And then I have my lining, and we're going to kind of just sandwich everything in between. So it will look something like this. And then I'm just going to clip it all up and then stitch down the other side of the zipper. As you can see, I left the zipper open so that I can now go ahead and stitch down the sides. And then after this is the confusing part, but I'll try to get it the best that I can. So this part is very interesting. So you see I have the bag like this, and I'm really excited actually to see how it looks once I flip it over. What I'm gonna do is, right now it kind of looks like a pancake, and I'm gonna put it to its side like this. Put my hand in here, and I want to just put my fingers towards the corner here. And what I'm gonna do is go down about 2 inches. It's gonna look something like this. I'm gonna measure from the corner, actually not my fabric. I'm gonna measure right there. I wanna go down 2 inches. So that's only here. And then I'm gonna draw the line straight across. And it's kind of hard to tell how it's gonna come out. It could look very crooked, it might look good, but basically I'm gonna repeat that on all sides. So now I'm just gonna go to the next side here, put my finger down. This has been a really, really fun project. I feel like I'm in the zone when I could just get random pieces of scraps and try to make something cool out of it. And I also feel like that could be a good metaphor for life, for like my clients or even for myself. Sometimes things in the past, things we think we want to throw away, actually can serve a really good purpose. Alright, so now that you can see I have like all my lines on there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but what I'm gonna do now is I drew those lines on every corner. Now I'm basically just gonna do a straight stitch on these lines on each side, and then I'm gonna chop off the corners, and that should give us our boxy look. So fingers crossed. It definitely needs some refinement for sure. I don't like still how you can see those seams in there. So I'm gonna have to work on some ways where you don't see the seams, so seamless. It'd be nice if the pocket was a little closer to the middle, I think. or maybe even if I made more of these, like going all the way down. And this was my husband's old shirt. I liked the way the back came out. I think that actually looked pretty good. I think the side was okay. The front, I'm happy that I was able to keep the buttons in the middle, but I couldn't get the pockets right. So my goal was to at least have the pockets showing, but you can see I didn't do that. I would have had made it longer. I would have needed a different zipper. I really didn't even know it was gonna come out like that until I started cutting the corners, but they are good for now until I make some new and improved ones with some new fabric. So I hope you enjoyed my thrift transformation. All right guys, see you in the next video.